Hey guys, Joey Seeley again, owner of Motion Engineering. We're out here kind of in the middle of nowhere near Lake Elsinore. Was given a pin drop of a fun location to test these cars out, or really test the GT3 Rally car, but brought the 991 Turbo Safari with us, for a little extra fun. The objective today was just shakedown of the rally car, because it's fresh, it needs to be delivered the next week or two. But yeah, I mean, we came out here to pound on it a little bit and make sure everything was to spec, so that I probably abused this harder than the owner will, because I know that was the case with the blue car. So, it was a really good day. I'm stoked. Just as we thought, the GT3 is much more fun, being that it's two-wheel drive and you can turn traction control off. So it was very easy to rotate this car, and get it to step out in corners and all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. Look at a few little things to work out, but the things that we actually knew were going to be an issue because we weren't quite finished with them, which we will finish in the next few days, and then it's going to be delivery time. The car worked right out of the box. I always say, even when it comes to track driving, that I'm going to take it easy, for the first couple of laps or the first couple of runs or whatever we're doing, but immediately the car was it was asking for more. So I started flogging it right away. We had just a little bit of wheel rub going on in the front that we didn't necessarily have on the blue car. So it was just a little, so a little extra clearancing there that we'll clean up back at the shop and make it pretty and not like we did anything. We were testing the first time we've ever, and I don't think anyone else has ever tried to put a hydraulic handbrake into one of these cars in a completely standalone system. So that worked great. Being a PDK, we had to have the feature of clutch kicking, which we don't have a left clutch pedal. So on a GT3, pulling both paddles at the same time, no matter what gear you're in, is just going to do a clutch kick. It's going to, as if you're stepping on a clutch, it's going to disconnect the drivetrain, so we won't stall the car when locking up the rear wheels. Also, it reinstates abruptly. So we hooked a switch up to the master cylinder, so a pressure switch that triggered into that feature in the steering wheel. So as soon as we pulled the handbrake and lock up the rear wheels, pulled neutral, and reinstated pretty abruptly for good rotation. The difference between these cars really is minimal. Obviously, it comes down to the Turbo S being turbocharged and all-wheel drive is obviously, it's going to have better grip, but it also is too good of grip, and it's hard to have so much fun and slide the car around. It also doesn't, right for now, we don't have the ability to turn off traction control and electronic stability control completely, which you can on the GT3. So GT3 being two-wheel drive and turning that stuff off, those are the major differences. The similarities, honestly, the GT3, we got rid of all of the GT3 subframes and uprights, which are made, the geometry is designed for a lowered vehicle, for a lower center of gravity and having the proper roll centers and all that. So that wasn't going to help us at all. It was actually counterproductive. So we changed out all the subframes and the uprights for Carrera uprights, which are virtually identical to the ones in the turbo. And that gave us alone, without doing any other suspension, that gave us an inch to an inch and a half of ride height alone. So obviously very helpful. Positions the arms in a different place so they don't lock out quite as soon. And we learned that with the 997 GT3 Cup rally car that we built for Jeff Zwart to run in the Colorado Hill Climb Championship. That's the similarity. I mean, the brakes, the dampers, the control arms, they're all identical on both cars. The wheels, the tires, the flares. Same amount of protection under the car, but the Safari has external bumpers and the rally car doesn't. So the next step is to get back to the shop, clean them up, inspect them, finish up what we need to on the GT3, and then we'll be loading it up into the trailer and hand delivering it to the customer up in Wyoming. Something like this, I would prefer hand delivering, whether it be at my facility or to them, so we can walk through all the details and little things that I got to teach him, because he's not going to know where all the buttons are and what they do, and for the lights. And we also have, not in the car today, but we have a spare wheel that we put in the rear window, which is removable. And we assemble a boom on the roof to extract the wheel and tire out of the rear window and place it on the ground, and vice versa. So gotta walk them through that whole process, because it's pretty intricate and really cool. Other than that, it was just kind of hysterical how well these handle and how much abuse they can take, without any, but that's by design. So we're stoked, and got to bring my team out here with me and give them some ride-alongs, and I drive the cars too. So that was fun for everyone, because they've all worked very hard. So I can't thank them enough for all the hours that they put in and put up with my nonsense when I'm stressed out and we're behind schedule. I'm stoked with the cars, and I'm stoked with my team.